Hello, mic test. Mic test. Okay. I should. See, it's not even prepared. I forgot to put the picture on. Oh my god. See, oh my god. I forgot to put the picture on. So, I just say, because I can't go on. Yes. And that's it, actually. I don't know if my voice is different because I have a cold. I don't know, it just started. And then um I don't know if I think it's just because I'm not just drinking water. So that's why, because I just finished my coke. Actually, it's not finished, it's on my side, but I've been drinking it for the past few hours and not get enough water. So um yeah, and then uh what else, I just finished watching my favorite team win the basketball game. It's a Philippine the Philippine Basketball Association, because um a fan of this team for a long time. I think it's more than it's 10 years. Yeah, I started 2012 getting into it. So um what you call this, going back to the topic, is actually um because usually this is like an out of topic, but the podcast, the main goal of the midnight podcast is actually uh it's a time to really, talk about things, not really just keep up in everything, and also discuss, certain topics, certain what you call this, topics that going on right now. So that's why. And so actually, it's this topic is actually very personal for me. And because I don't know why, I think it started like it's in the family, because when I was young, I used to dance a lot, like it's the only thing that makes me happy, is really dancing. And then because I remember dancing every time, because my dad of work is is under in the music. So so he made repair customs speakers. Is not really the modern speakers that we see today. Is actually, it's a tube like, it's the amplifiers. So and so that's why we have a surround sound ever since I was a child. So I remember like ah, my cold is like blacking me today to speak a lot. Going back, yeah, I think that's the time that I really love music, as dad always play music around the house, and also with a good sound. So that's what I know. So in terms of music, I think most of my life was influenced by my dad. So that's why. And growing up, I used to uh, dance in a lot of events, and and I also remember having a proper training, like a proper like a summer camp dance, and like I with my friend back then when when I was a kid, like grade school. So my mom like put me there, and I've just want to really like learn about dance and do dance, just not really care about anything. And then um it's like I don't know. I think that's the time of because they also said to me if I want to try to sing. Actually, I never sing of for like for like up until I think so 16 years, I think so. 16 years or 15 years. I started singing like when I was in high school. So I really hate music. No, 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 not music, singing. Because I think uh, at that time, I think it's hard for me to sing. Like, I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. In terms of dancing, you just follow the steps and you're good, you know? Because I'm mostly in the freestyle. I don't know, it's just um uh how kids will like just dance every now and then, you know? And I hate my cold. You can hear it from the mic. Going back, yeah, so that's why. Like I hate singing, you know. So when I was growing up, I was in uh, a summer camp, and I declined, you know, learning how to sing, and I just focused on dancing. But after that one, I don't know really what happened. It's just like I don't know that the time passed, and then uh like things happen, and like I lose passionate in dancing. I think that's the time that I look at myself and I was like, uh, know that the skill that you have is like everyone can do it. So by the time growing up is like I listen dancing and everything, but I love to um listen to what you call this listen to music by then. And my great influence also on the music scene is my cousin and my dad. So my dad introduced me to the old songs. It's really good of how to really appreciate good music, good quality, because he's making speakers and knows how it is, like the good sound of it really tastes you taste of like really heard the good sound of a good speaker amplifier. So in terms of quality of music, I've get that on my dad. So in terms of my cousin, of he introduced me to a lot of like pop, the catchy one, and has been a good like the influencer in the music scene. But I've also explored myself in different kinds of genres. And then I've what's really like been going up until now in terms of music, choice of music is actually what's really good, pop, catchy and bass. Because I really love hearing the heavy bass, you know. I don't know why, but it just pumps. Even though the meaning of the song, I didn't bother looking at it. It's just the catchy song, how it is good on hearing it. But the thing is, so after breaking in dancing, I've explored myself in different kinds of field. So that's why like from my childhood, I tried to really explore a lot of things because I'm into. I also got a workshop, and I'm so thankful for my parents to really push me to do workshops and what else, summer camps and activities, events that push me to really um uh what you call this, improve my skills. So, but the one thing that lives on me up until now is music, you know, the love of music. So that's why uh it's different of the way that I appreciate music because of, and also the love, that it gives. So I've actually workshops in drawings because I think like my personality is uh the same with BTS Jungkook. Like he's the jack of the ace. But the thing is, I know everything, but since it passed time, like I didn't practice it a lot, that I forget how to, or just don't have the passion to do it. Cause I tried um what else? Drawing, dancing, singing, sports in taekwondo and swimming, and because at swimming I was going to compete, but I didn't push through it, so that's why. And then in terms of uh composing, like I didn't have really the skills, so I didn't grasp on it. I don't know why, but I do instruments also. I play piano, flute, the like the band, I forget the what it's called. It's like the metal lyrics. I don't know if it's that the right term of it. It's just when it's in the band, it's metal that you poke on it, also like that. And also I used to be in the school band, so that's why. And what else? I tried everything, but the the love of music remains up until now. So when I was in high school, and like I never sing at all. Like I didn't practice, and so when I express myself, so when I was listening in terms of of a kind of music, I just dance. That's how I express myself, through dancing, but not really singing. So the one event that what you call this, that I thought that I could sing is actually when, because we're actually Catholic and then changed to a Christian. So now I was in a Christian church. I was in the youth ministry or youth group, and I was in the dancing because that's the only thing that I know that I could, you know, use and also perform for the Lord. So that's why. That's what I picked first. But then one time like the main singer at that time, or the lead one, pushed me to sing actually. And then after that one, it just continues on. I was like, yeah, you can do it, and just, keep singing, practicing, going to the practice and everything. So that's when I started really loving singing. So that's why. And so in terms of music, when I was started, loving music, loving singing, the dancing lesson. So my passion is changing to dancing to singing. So that's why mostly, um like, you can visit my page, no, not page, my YouTube channel, and check out my covers. So I usually post now and then covers. So that's why. And just for me is like the only skill that I've what you call this, that I've hold on to until the until now. So that's the only thing that I could know, the skills. But since I've also into computers, so why not, do it on my content and everything. So that's why I, started singing and uh practicing, and then my voice actually was the lack is actually how to really execute things. But the thing is, in terms of having your own voice, because I remember having my it's like uh uh a sibling, the one that you call it like a sibling, like a sister in the church. So what I really appreciate to me is like how she said that particular song. I usually lead that one in the church, and she said to me like, I miss how you sing it, because it's different from other main singers. Because I got promoted after time practicing and everything, so I lead the band. So that's why I usually like to sing in a band, because that's how I grew up, you know, um, just singing with the band. And she said one time, "Oh, I miss how you sing that song, this particular song, and it's different from the rest." It's like, I think that's your song. That's what she meant. I was like, "Oh, thank you," because like that's how I realize how my voice really. But it really depends on the type of your voice and how you sing it, how you deliver it. It's just it's because the one listens to it will know how you really, you know appreciate what you're singing. So that's what I see, what I heard with uh BTS Jungkook, is how he delivers every breath in singing, and how it was so beautifully done, you know and that's why he is the main vocalist of the band, and the most stabilized one in terms of singing. But the thing is with BTS, even though they have full vocalists on that one, they each give, you know, they each give what you call this different uh way to deliver a song. Because even though they're in a group, there are one in terms of singing, but they have each of their own way of delivering, and how the th- it it comes with the tone of their voices, you know. It's just that's why they pick out of four of that one, they organize who's this person singing on that verse or chorus or something like that is also what is perfect for the right tone of your voice. So it's not really how you deliver it. It's also um how it fits perfectly with your voice, you know? Because sometimes you need to lower the key, you know, change the way it delivers. So that's why it comes at as your own version of that song. So that's why. Excuse me. Ah, I hate this. Like I really feel like my nose is clogging right now. So um yeah, so that's why uh it differs. You know, it differs. And that's what I've also reviewed to other artists beside BTS. Is you check on my content reviews and reaction. So that's why I will always look in to how you deliver, you know, and the meaning, the purpose, you know, of that particular song, and if it's like the right fit. Just music for me is, you know, you always, if you really love it, excuse me, is you will look into the perfection on that one, the passionate of looking into it and make it perfect, you know. So that's why I respect how also BTS. So I always talk about BTS because of all the artists, because I'm not really what you call this really a fan of a certain artist, but I just um it depends on the song. Even though I didn't know the artist is a well known one, it really depends of the song that they're making, if that is good or not, you know. And I think the first, and I will say the last one that I will be a fan is BTS, because I can really see the the quality of what excuse me, what they've done, what they've made, what they're about to do will not, what you call this, will be a consistent, you know, consistent, because they've been here for nine, I think 9 years in the music industry. And we you can look into it, their work, you know, and how it passed up until now, how they became the superstars that we all know. So that's why. And the thing is, um that's why I always, you know, compare it to BTS. And because I really appreciate how they are passionate in doing what they love and what they're good at, you know. And it's really not, what you call this, really not easy. Like everything is hard to do, even though it depends if you're just so talented. But it differs, it actually differs. Even though you're talented, but if you're not passionate to do it, and you're not really practicing on it, I think it it will be um what you call this, it will just run out of um s- after some time, you know, if you're not really practicing on it. It is also be a waste to do it, you know. So I've actually like really want to take a break because this nose is clogging me and I need, like, I don't know why my nose is. So we're just gonna take a break. Okay, we're back again. And then actually just I just play my Jin's BTS Abyss. It's like I just realized that Jin's music, like all his release song is really good. It's really good. Like it just touches my heart. It's just different with Jin song. Except the tuna, I think. The forgot the name. It's like a parody one. So, but the main songs that he releases, it's just different. But the Abyss, the song of Jin Abyss, just strike to my heart. And then also Astronaut just has really good meaning to it. So, so that's why. What else? I just ah still going with the nose clogging up my uh it's clogging up, and I just hard to really speak with all the cold. I think it's just I pray like it gonna just for today, and then it's gonna be all right after the day. I'm not sure, so that's why. And then so going back to the love of music, it's just it's just of how music easily uh, be a way to be connected, to be a message, in each. So that's why music is, I think it's the in terms of in our sensory, the fastest way to is to hear something. That's why also the thunder, you can hear it first before you can actually see the thunder. So that's why of what you call this it's the most fastest way to really feel something, you know and of it's the also a way to really what you call this a way to uh I forgot what I'm about to say. I forgot because with this nose, always blaming on the nose, right? Um, really, it just blanks me out. So I will remember it. I will remember it sometimes. So going back, is like I think I talk about this when I've done the midnight podcast of Indigo, of RM's new album. It's it's just, and also I think I put it because I've watched the live it's just RM telling like a short background story of the album, how it's done. So I tell that one that the way a song is really a successful one, it's not the charts, it's not just the numbers, it's how can people remember it and use it in any part of their lives, because that will just uh say what you call this, it will be like by then you help one, or your song will continuously be remembered, you know and not be just be forgotten, because um the important is how people will always remember. So that's why people will always use that song, you know, and it will stay for a long time. That's the really important one. And the thing is, that's also what RM wants in his first solo album, this Indigo. So I remember he's saying that, and that's what um really important, you know, how people remember it, use it, you know. And and also the thing is, I think I forget the phrase. I think it's, I also commented it to the live, what he's trying to say. It's like I said, it's a wonderful phrase, the one, the the thing that you said. I commented down. I'm not sure if he said, if he saw it. I was like, I'm hoping. I was like, really indulge on the live and keep commenting and everything. So that's why. And also the thing is, I forgot what I'm saying. Like, I want to say a lot of things, but I forget today. So that's why um I think what I've said on that one is a song can be heard and know and really appreciate music if you open your heart and mind, you know, because that's why also RM said there's also a time that a song needs to be, at first it's either you really love it because you just click on it, you know, you've instantly open your heart and mind on that particular songs. But there's a song that takes time to really process things. And the thing is, like, I don't know, right now there are certain times that I need to process it to really appreciate the music, the song, you know. And RM also said is that one is normal. There are just some songs that you need to process it. And the thing is, if you really uh go on through that process, you really appreciate uh the song in terms of music, meaning and purpose, and how it's the quality of that song, you know. So I think that is important, you know. And the thing is, it's just there's some songs that doesn't have any meaning on it, but it is catchy, the melody is catchy, the track is good. It's just, you know, the meaning of it, that's the thing is. So that's why I've prompt into it is like a banger song. It's just an uplift. You know, it's just if you just need to pump your adrenaline in the gym. I think that's where I put certain type of songs that just doesn't have anything meaningful. Like it's actually good song, but the message of the song is what's lacking. So that's why of what I really about BTS, you really need to look into it. Like you really need to delve, be engaged on the song, because you will like miss out a lot and will not really appreciate it. So I think for me it's like the, what you call this, the most important one in terms, because I really love it. Like my passion is it. So if you're passionate into something, you gotta know how it's made, um, what its purpose, what's the meaning, you know, and give importance to it on that one. The purpose, cause what's a good? It's as I've said earlier, it's the way, it's the easiest way to connect to people, you know. And the thing is, of even though you made this song, and then what you call this, it's just what it, I forgot. Like my mind just keeps my mind keeps blanking. I don't know why. Excuse me. um I think it's just what it's called, I forgot. I think for me that everything has a purpose, you know. So even though you can't um see it, you know, but the thing is, uh it's really beautiful if there's something in it, you know. But that's what I've say, it's a good song and a good quality, you know, on that one. So that's why I have the skills to really, you know, look into things because I love it. That's how it is. You give importance on it, and also it matters how it's done, you know, because you've like, I don't know how to really explain on that one in the simplest way to really explain this one, that if you really love doing what you're doing, you need to, or you got the passion in it, you really need to check everything, you know, so that the outcome of that one will be the perfect one, you know, because you really love it. That's why. And what else? And then uh what else? What else? I think that's like the start and the present of why I love music. You know, it started from my childhood, and I think it just stays with me up until now, and I think will always be the source, you know, of my passion for now. I don't know, you know, just it's just that my constant of, so that's what I love about it. It's my constant, even up until my childhood, up until now. I always love music, so that's why. And I think this is the last. I think this is the end, not last. This is the end of our midnight podcast for today. So I'll see you for the next podcast, and check it out my announcement. I will be doing announcement starting this coming week, so that's why. So just check out my page and everything, and you can see the content there, my content there. Okay, so I'll see you for the next podcast. It's like the also my constant closing line. So that's why it's a good. Okay, bye for now.